Namaste everyone and welcome back to my channel Sapna's Yoga Diary. In this video we are going to cover the 7th topic of Yoga Wellness Instructor's exam syllabus, that is Pranayama. So yeah, without any delay, let's begin the video. So before I start talking about pranayama, I have to make one request. I've never said this so firmly before, but I really want to request you to subscribe if you haven't, or comment your feedback, how you are liking the video, how it is helping you. If you do not have anything to say, you can just give me a thumbs up. That would be good enough. And the other thing is, I also offer online yoga classes. So if you are looking for learning yoga, doing good practice, authentic yoga practice, then you can reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram or Facebook. The monthly fee for yoga classes is 3,000 rupees monthly for people who are residing in India. If you are residing outside India, it is 95 USD per month. The classes run 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 to 8 AM, and there is another batch 7:30 to 8:30 PM IST. So yeah, if this time works for you, you can reach out to me and I'll share more details about the classes. Okay, now let's talk about pranayama. Pranayama. What is pranayama? First, understand this. Pranayama is not the regulation of breath. This is a misconception. Otherwise, if pranayama would have mean regulation of breath, then it should be Shwas Ayam, because breath in Hindi or Sanskrit we call it Shwas Prashwas, right? So it should be Shwas Ayam in that case, but we call it Pranayam. So it's not regulation of breath, it is regulation of prana. Now what is prana? Prana is the life force energy. Life force energy which keeps everything around moving, So it's because of this prana, because of which we are alive. And for regulation of prana, we make use of breath, because breath is something we can feel, and regulating the breath is convenient. It's easy because we are able to feel it. We can feel the regulation of breath. And through this breath, we are ultimately trying to regulate the prana shakti, prana within us, the life force energy within us. So that is the whole concept. That is the meaning of pranayama. Now the first topic is 7.1, concept of Purak, rechak and kumbhak. What is Purak? Purak means inhalation. Rechak means exhalation, and kumbhak means retention. So inhaling the breath is Purak, exhaling the breath is rechak, and retention happens in two ways. Retention inside the body, when you inhale and retain the breath, that is inhalation retention, and which is also known as antarik kumbhak. And when you exhale the air out and then retain the breath, that is exhalation retention, bahya kumbhak. So pranayama basically involves Purak, rechak and kumbhak. In this syllabus, in the syllabus of Yoga Wellness Instructor's exam, the pranayama which they have listed, that is without kumbhak. So we will not be using kumbhak while practicing or demonstrating these practices. in front of the examiner, because that's not there in the syllabus. So we will be only using Purak and rechak. But you should you just need to be clear on what is kumbhak. So I have told you, and it's there. You should know what is kumbhak. So I'm ready for the pranayama practice. The first pranayama practice is Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi pranayama. Ujjayi. What is Ujjayi? What is the meaning of Ujjayi? It was asked to me in my practicals. So Ujjayi can be divided in two. It can be broken down in two words. Uj meaning something superior, and Jay means victory, conqueror. So it's basically, if you see, it means the superior conqueror, basically conqueror. Conqueror of what? Conqueror of prana. So just by the meaning of Ujjayi breath, you can understand how impactful it is. Now let's talk about how Ujjayi should be done. In Ujjayi breath, what you do is you contract your throat area, especially glottis area basically. What happens when you contract the throat? So when you contract the throat, when you inhale, there will be a peculiar sound which will come. Now that sound can be snoring sound. It could be the sound like the waves in the ocean. It could be coo sound sometimes. To some it is a hissing sound. So the sound basically can vary, but how you can ensure that you're doing it right? Why the sound is coming? When you inhale, what happens is, when you inhale or when you exhale, because contraction will be there during inhalation and exhalation both, but the sound is prominently audible, or it's very prominent when you are inhaling. So when you are inhaling and when you are exhaling, what is happening is, when you contract your throat, then the air will pass through the throat, touching it, and that touch is very prominently felt in this kanthkup area, this round hollow space in the middle of the neck. Okay, you will feel the touch of the air here. That's how you will get to know that yes, you're doing it right, because the sound varies from person to person. So I'm going to show you how I do it, so that it is very clearly visible, understandable. So the sound will come and you will see the contraction in the throat area. One more thing, when you are practicing Ujjayi, like in any other pranayama practice, you have to ensure that you are comfortable. Don't apply too much of force while contracting the neck, throat area, otherwise you will start coughing. So yeah, let me show you how it is done. So I'll inhale, contracting the throat, releasing the sound, that peculiar sound which I was talking about, and when I am exhaling, there is no retention of the breath because that is not in your syllabus. After inhaling, I'm going to exhale immediately. Again, there will be a sound, but that will differ from what it is in inhalation. You have to go as slow as possible. The other thing in Ujjayi breath is your chest is puffed up. Okay, chest is puffed up like a warrior, like a conqueror. As the name suggests, Ujjayi, conqueror, superior conqueror. So the chest is puffed up like a true conqueror in Ujjayi breath. That is another sign of the practice that symbolizes that yes, you're doing it right. So yeah, let me show you. That was Ujjayi breath. The next practice is Shitali Pranayama. Shitali. Shitali means cooling. So this pranayam basically brings the coolness. It has a cooling effect on the body and brain. How it should be done? In Shitali Pranayam, you protrude your tongue out. You take your tongue out, you roll it to form a cylindrical shape. You breathe in through your mouth slowly and you breathe out through the nostrils. This is how Shitali is done. The challenge in Shitali Pranayam is lot of practitioners are not able to form that cylindrical shape of the tongue, and I am one of them. I have tried it multiple times, I have tried it a lot, but I'm not able to form that cylindrical shape of the tongue. That is why I stopped doing Shitali Pranayam long back. If one is not able to do Shitali Pranayam, there is Sitkari Pranayam. Yoga has an option for everyone. So Shitali Pranayam and Sitkari Pranayam, which is also there in the syllabus, it is the next pranayam practice, they both offer the same benefits. They both have the same cooling effect in the body and brain. So those of the practitioners who are not able to do Shitali Pranayam, or even if they are able to do, they are more comfortable with Sitkari Pranayam, so they can choose to do either Shitali or Sitkari. So I practice Sitkari Pranayam. How to do Sitkari Pranayam? In Sitkari Pranayam, again you have to breathe in through the mouth, breathe out through the nostrils. But how, what is the position of the mouth, teeth, tongue? Understand. So you have to bring the teeth in contact like this. Okay. And where the tongue will be placed? Tongue will be placed down to the teeth or on the upper palate, on the top of the teeth. Okay. By default, if you do not do anything, it will sit just down the teeth where it should be. So you don't need to worry about where tongue is placed. By default, it will be placed in the right position. So just bring the teeth in contact. Now, when you bring the teeth in contact, the tongue is placed below the teeth. Then when you start breathing in through the mouth, you are basically breathing in, the air is passing in through the gap area between the teeth. So when you inhale, there will be a hissing sound. Elongate this hissing sound as much as you can. Go very slow. Okay, elongate this time, and when you inhale completely, you don't have to hold because you have to do it without kumbhak. Exhale through the nostril. So inhalation through the gap of the teeth, exhalation through the nostrils. Observe how I am doing it. That was Sitkari Pranayama. Whether you do Shitali or Sitkari Pranayama, you will feel the cooling effect in the back of the throat, back of the throat, tongue. You will feel that effect from the very beginning. Shitali or Sitkari Pranayama, because it has a very cooling effect on the body, it is perfect to be done in summers. Avoid it in winters. Now let's talk about the benefits of Sitkari and Shitali Pranayama. I forgot to talk about the benefits of Ujjayi Pranayama. So let me first talk about the benefits of Ujjayi Pranayama. So in Ujjayi Pranayama, as I said, when you inhale and exhale, the air passes through the throat and you contract the throat. It has a very positive effect in regulating the thyroid gland. So people who have hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, they both are benefited with Ujjayi breath. If you are practicing Ujjayi breath on a regular basis, you can get rid of thyroid issue totally. Now, other benefit, what else does it do? If you have the habit of snoring at night, in that case also it is very helpful. The snoring sound will disappear with regular practice. If you have the regular problem of cold and cough, you have asthma, in that case also it is very beneficial. So basically the phlegm related issue, people who have lot of cough, for them this is very helpful. Ujjayi breath is very helpful. People who have tonsils, they are also benefited with, they can also be benefited with Ujjayi breath. So people basically who have phlegm related issue, lot of cough in general, they are benefited with Ujjayi breath. People who have migraine issue, headache issue, they also get benefited with Ujjayi breath. So these are the benefits of Ujjayi breath. Remember, when it is about Ujjayi, remember the cough. Okay, people who have lot of cough. So the cough related issue gets regulated with the Ujjayi breath. Now, what are the benefits of Shitali and Sitkari Pranayama? As said, Shitali Pranayama means cooling. So they both have the cooling effect on the body. So number one, it reduces the heat of the body. Second, because it reduces the heat of the body, it helps in curing fever. Third, because it reduces the heat in the body, it has a cooling effect in the body and brain. It is very helpful in releasing the tension, lowering the blood pressure. So these are the benefits of Sitkari or Shitali Pranayama. Now, what are the contraindications? Is there any contraindication related to Sitkari or Shitali Pranayama? People who have low blood pressure, people who already have low blood pressure, they are strictly advised not to do Sitkari or Shitali Pranayama. The last pranayama practice is Bhramari. In Bhramari, what you do is, Bhramari is the humming bee breath. You inhale and as you exhale, you create the humming bee sound. The sound comes from the throat again, larynx, the sound box. So you inhale deep and as you exhale, there is a humming bee sound released. Slow down the inhalation and take a deep breath so that there is a lot of air in your body. so that when you exhale and release the humming bee sound, the sound is stretched for the longer duration. Let me show you how to do it. So I'll inhale deep, and with exhalation I'm going to release the humming bee sound. That was Bhramari. Bhramari. Bhramar Gunjan. What are the benefits of Bhramari? What happens in Bhramari? When you will practice, you will get to know yourself that it has a very calming effect on the brain. Your brain calms down. It relaxes the mind. So the first benefit of Bhramari is it calms down the mind, releases the tension. Very helpful in case you have anxiety or stress related disorder, depression. Third, if you are practicing Bhramari on a regular basis, it lowers down your blood pressure. Very effective if you have hypertension, high blood pressure. It lowers down your high blood pressure if you are practicing on a regular basis. Is there any contraindication? If you already have a low blood pressure, in that case you should not be practicing Bhramari on a regular basis for longer duration. I have covered the contraindication of Bhramari and Sitkari. I did not talk about the contraindication of Ujjayi breath. The only caution that you have to bear in mind while practicing Ujjayi breath is do not apply force on the neck, too much of force on the throat, else you will start coughing, as I said. So avoid that, do it comfortably, and this caution applies to all the pranayama practices. In Bhramari also, what I have noticed is people sometimes apply force, and when you apply force, the sound that is released, that humming bee sound, it becomes very disturbing. Rather than calming, it disturbs not just you but the people around you as well. Listen to me. So you see, so I have applied force here. This has to be avoided. Do it with a very calm mind, relaxed mind, within your comfort zone, with ease. That would be the only word of caution for every pranayama practice. So yeah, with that we have covered the 7th topic of the syllabus. If you have any questions, put it in the comment box. If you have any feedback, do share it with me. If you like the video, do give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Namaste.